So today I'm going to show you how to upgrade the firmware on your lens. So I have the 12 to 35 and I have the G9 Mark II, and I'll show you the process on how to do it. So the first step is identifying which lens you have. And this is pretty easy to do. It's easy if you just take a look at the bottom of your lens. And on the bottom here, you can see I have the HSA 12035. This is the 12 to 35 f2.8 lens. And the next thing I do is I go onto their site and I'm looking under their G lens standard 12 to 35, HSA 12 to 35. You can see here February 21st was when this was released, and it should be at version 1.3 when I'm done with this lens. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the download page, and here we're gonna download it. Now, when you're downloading the lens firmware, it doesn't ask you for a serial number, but if you do this for your camera, it will require you to know your serial number. So we're gonna download this. I have to read this software thing very carefully. I click accepted, and then you can see it's already starting to download. So now we open up the zip file. Sometimes it'll be in a folder, sometimes it'll just be the lin file. And I just copy it into the top level of my SD card. And I already had done this for a different lens, which is why I already had one there, so don't get confused by that. It's also recommended that you format your SD card by your camera first. So once it's there, I'm going to eject the SD card and I'll insert it into my camera. All right, so with your camera off, I'm going to open up the SD card slot and put the SD card into the first slot. Then I'm going to turn my camera on. So first you go to the Others menu, and then you go into the Others menu, and then you look for firmware version. Once you're here, you want to take a look at the lens firmware and see mine is version 1.0. Then click on Firmware Update. Choose Yes. And now you just need to wait while it updates. Your camera will then restart and you'll be updated. You can now go back into your menu system and double check that the lens firmware updated.